Hi, John here from White Rhino Property, and I'm with Lalen.
Hi, John. Actually, it's a great day today, and it's good to be around. And it's a Friday too, so
Absolutely,
it's
ready
wonderful.
for a big weekend for us, big weekend coming up. We wanted to have a chat today, Lalen, just about the finance side of things with people getting loans. I often get people coming to me looking to buy property and coming through a property, and they're keen to make a bid on a property, but they don't really have their finance approved. So I'm just wondering if we could talk about how the pre-approvals processes and their approval processes work.
Yeah, actually, I believe that's a very important thing. Actually, just for the customers, if they are going around looking for houses, it's very important for them to know what is their maximum borrowing capacity, what they can afford, so that they are not wasting time in different places trying to look for property when they don't understand what they can afford. And they should actually first of all try to understand what is their maximum borrowing capacity, what is their serviceability. That's when they should start looking for property. So
Okay, and do you go through this process with them prior so that you give some sort of indication as to what they are able to borrow?
that's right. Actually, our aim is when customers come to us in terms of understanding what their capacity is, we try to work around their figures, their asset and liability position, and also their income, what the strength of their income is. At the same time, we just try to understand what their pre-commitments with other loans are.
Yeah.
So after doing the pre-assessment, we are able to sort of inform the clients or the customers what they can afford. And
Okay.
most of the time, we just go and work with banks at different level or according to what their requirements are, and we are able to get a pre-approval. Pre-approval is basically an indication of how much you can borrow and how much the bank is happy to work around with you. It doesn't mean that you have been approved a loan, but there's an indication that you can be approved if the property is right.
Yes.
And if your scenario doesn't change.
Okay, and how long does a pre-approval, is there a time limit that it lasts for?
Actually, pre-approval normally lasts for 3 months.
3 months.
We are able to get extension depending on the situation. If the customer is genuinely looking for a property and not able to find the property at that time, we are able to work with the banks and extend the time frame for that pre-approval.
Yeah.
But there might be a chance that we have to provide new documents of income and the liability and asset position.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that we can't go back to the bank and renegotiate your loan after 3 months.
And after during this 3 month period while they're looking for a property and I'm helping them try to find a property, what is the process then? So they've made an offer on a property. We would then advise you that they've made an offer. How long does it take, or what's the process from your end once they've made that initial offer with pre-approval to get the full formal approval?
Okay, formal approval, it all depends on as soon as the contract is either signed or offer is accepted.
Yeah.
We just get all the information of the property, the address and all the other details, and we do we order the valuation, and then whatever the bank requires, we start gathering all the documents and required information.
Yeah.
So that once the valuation results are there, all the other information is there to speed up the process. So once all those boxes are ticked, it takes normally about 48 hours for the formal approval.
Oh, that's very good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very
it
easy.
is,
So
it is.
it's like us. We try to make the whole process as easy as possible for our buyers
That's right.
and for our sellers, and it'd be the same with you. We'd
Exactly.
be trying to make it as easy as possible.
That's right. Yeah. Actually, it's very important to make sure that we follow right process and give all the information to the bank to speed up the process. So so many times the customers are just thinking that okay, if we just provide some information, that's good enough, but it's never good enough.
Yeah.
Every time if we provide the right information to the bank, because without the right information, bank assessors won't move. So it's always important to speed up the process and make sure that your transition from buying that property is quick and without any hassle.
Yeah.
It's always important to provide the right documents and information to the bank.
Sure. And just on that point, For someone that is considering applying for a bank loan, what are some of the documents that they need, or what will make it easier for you to expedite the process?
Yeah, in fact, just like any information in regards to what the incomes are, the type of income, either you are self-employed or you are PAYG, So the documents are totally different in that case. A clear information indicating what your current income is, that's the main thing. Secondly, all your prior commitments, the commitments you currently have about the liabilities, it's very important to declare all the information, because either you tell the bank or not, banks will know at the end of the day. So it's always fair to be open with the banks and tell all your situation. And if I know what your current position is and you have declared all the liability position and your asset position, I'll be able to assess it. And you know what, sometimes some banks have a different level of serviceability. So I'll make sure that I'll take it to the right bank to get the result, or else you will always be facing a problem of getting a negative response from the bank, because if you don't declare any liability, there's chances are that your loan won't get through.
Okay, thanks, Lalen. And Lalen has had some great results for some of our clients. We had one client that went with an interstate bank. The bank didn't understand the nuances of the leasehold in the ACT, and so they had difficulty with the fact that the leasehold is generally automatically renewed. And Lalen, we had a deal that was about to fall over, and Lalen was able to rescue that deal and get the finance pre-approval through in less than 24 hours, which saved the deal for us. So if you're thinking of finance, I'd certainly recommend Lalen, and if you're thinking of buying, come and see us at White Rhino Property. So thank you, Lalen, for looking after our clients with that. I'd also like just to add that next week we'll talk about some of the processes when you're putting an offer in for a property, and how that process works and intertwines with the broker and with the solicitors.
Yeah, John, in the same note, actually, I just wanted to sort of highlight that next week I would like to sort of discuss something about a normal rate, interest rate, and the difference between normal rate and the comparison rate. A lot of people, they just focus on interest rate. But the most important thing is comparison rate. So next week I would like to just highlight to my friends what and how important is comparison rate when assessing a loan or deciding about which loan to go with. It's a very important thing which a lot of people miss out on understanding, and that's why a loan becomes costlier in long term. So next week I would love to talk to you about that.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks, Lalen. Have a great day.
Thanks. Cheers.